Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to basically take something complex, look at it closely, and pull out what really matters so you get the picture.
Yeah, get straight to the heart of it.
Exactly. So today we're looking at a YouTube video transcript. It's analyzing the latest Sister Wives episode.
Season 19, episode 21. Came out around April 21st, I think.
That's the one, and it picks up after their mid-season break.
Right. So it's all about Kody Brown and, the dynamics with Janelle, Christine, Mary, and Robyn, the former wives, and the current wife.
So think of this as your shortcut, basically. You don't need to watch the whole thing. We're going to find the key interactions, the big reveals.
Figure out what's really going on with their relationships now, the tensions underneath it all.
Yeah, and the source we're using, the YouTube commentator, points out some surprising stuff, even some kind of funny reactions to what's happening.
Definitely some eye-rolling moments mentioned.
Okay, so where do we start? There's a lot to unpack here.
Well, the episode seems to kick off with Janelle moving. She's heading to North Carolina.
Oh, right. And Christine and her husband David are actually helping her.
Yeah, they're right there, helping with the move.
Yeah.
Christine's thoughts on it are pretty interesting straight away.
What does she say?
Well, she talks about really wanting Janelle to be happy, maybe even find a partner herself.
Huh. Which is kind of telling, considering Christine's own situation now, right? Being out of polygamy, seeming pretty happy and independent.
Exactly. It puts her comments in a different light. And Janelle herself has this confessional moment.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
She basically says, if I'm just going to sit around and wait on Kody, then I'm not going to have a life.
Wow. That's blunt.
It really is. It kind of highlights that feeling of maybe being stuck, waiting for something that wasn't happening.
Yeah, definitely sets a tone. And doesn't David, Christine's husband, chime in about polygamy itself?
He does. He mentions his sister's experience and says, competition is just sort of built into polygamy.
Okay. And Christine agrees.
Oh, totally. She jumps right in with examples. Like remembering feeling Robyn always got the better stuff.
The better couch thing, I think I saw that mentioned.
Yeah, the better couch, the better whatever.
No.
It wasn't just the items. It was like what it represented, who's getting the attention or resources.
Right. But then Robyn's perspective is totally different.
Completely. She has this confessional where she's like, why does it have to be a competition? What are you, enemies?
And the commentator found that kind of ironic.
Yeah, pretty sarcastic reaction, apparently, because you just heard Christine's side, feeling like there was competition and maybe unfairness. So Robyn's comment feels a bit, I don't know, disconnected.
Like they were living in different realities sometimes.
Maybe. And that disconnect kind of continues when Christine talks about Kody's preferences.
Yeah. What preferences?
Apparently, Kody really wanted the wives to, always look put together. Makeup, hair done, specific outfits.
Seriously, even just around the house or...
It sounds like it was a general thing. Which leads into this camping trip story.
Okay, camping trip. What happened?
So Christine says she and Janelle were busy, doing the camp chores, looking after kids.
Standard camping stuff.
Right. And meanwhile, Robyn was doing her makeup.
Doing her makeup while camping.
That's the story. The commentator was apparently just, baffled.
I mean, yeah, that's something. Did Robyn explain?
She did. She said she was pregnant, wasn't feeling great, and just wanted to look her best.
Okay.
The commentator wasn't really buying that justification, though. Seemed pretty skeptical.
And Mary weighed in on this looking nice thing, too.
Yeah, Mary acknowledged that Kody liked appearances, but she said she personally never felt pressured by it.
Interesting. So different experiences again.
Right. But Christine's reaction to Mary saying that was really telling.
What did Christine say?
Something like, God, no wonder why I was so insecure.
Oh, wow. So hearing Mary didn't feel pressure made Christine realize maybe how much she did.
Exactly. It highlights how the same dynamic could land so differently depending on the person. The commentator was apparently quite supportive of Christine in that moment.
Yeah, you can see how that would really hit home for her. Okay, shifting gears a bit. The Sister Wives closet, that came up too, right? Sounds like drama.
Oh, yeah. Customer issue. Someone ordered jewelry from Mary's online thing, paid for it, never got it.
Oh, no. And they're contacting Mary now?
Yep. And the commentator's take is basically, okay, Kody and Robyn are finally being held accountable for this stuff.
Because it was their joint business venture, kinda.
Well, Mary was running it, but it seems the website itself is the issue now. Apparently, Robyn says it's on pause.
But
the shopping cart is still active. So people can still order things, but nothing's getting fulfilled.
Oh, that's a mess. So orders are piling up.
Seems like it.
Yeah.
And both Janelle and the commentator are just like, why hasn't Robyn fixed the website?
Taking the cart down.
Yeah, just turn it off if it's on pause. Right. And Mary's apparently tried contacting Robyn about it, about these orders, and just gets ignored.
Oof, that sounds frustrating. And this isn't a new problem.
No, the commentator points out this issue started before COVID restrictions, so it's been lingering.
Wow. That lack of communication or follow through seems like a theme, maybe?
It definitely seems to pop up again with Mary trying to see Robyn's kids.
Right, that sounded really sad. Mary wanted to visit them,
Yeah, she really wanted to, especially after following all the COVID rules they had.
but you couldn't.
Nope. She says she tried contacting Robyn, but no luck, couldn't get arrangements made.
Why not? What was Robin's reason?
Well, according to the commentator, Robyn cited Mary's traveling as a safety concern.
Okay. But didn't the commentator also say most of the family wasn't even vaccinated then?
Exactly. So the logic feels a bit shaky there.
And Mary mentions something about a playset.
Yeah, she recalled buying this playset for Robyn's kids at the Flagstaff house.
Nice gesture.
But she said it hardly ever got used, which adds this layer of feeling like, her efforts weren't really valued or welcomed.
So Mary feels like she's being kept away deliberately.
Pretty much. She feels like she's being punished because her relationship with Kody and Robyn is strained, punished by not seeing the kids.
That's rough. And how does Robin respond when confronted with things like this, generally?
The commentator notes a pattern of Robyn sort of deflecting blame, painting herself as the victim.
Ah, so avoiding responsibility.
Seems like it. In this specific case, with not letting Mary see the kids, Robyn's reported excuse was that she heard Mary was talking bad about her publicly.
So another reason that keeps shifting, it does make resolving things difficult.
Very. But, okay, there was a family event shown Aurora's baptism.
Okay, something potentially more positive.
Yeah, it sounded like a pretty typical baptism. The commentator even related it to their own experience. Submersion, prayer.
Family gathering.
Yep. Robyn observed everyone seemed excited. Kody whispered something religious to Aurora beforehand.
And then went out to eat afterwards.
Yeah, went to Josephine's. A normal family thing to do.
Okay, so a moment of family togetherness. But did anything interesting happen after?
That's where it gets juicy again. The post-baptism conversation.
Go on.
Kody asks Aurora if the baptism made her feel better, and she says yes, lighter.
Nice.
Then Kody asks if any day will ever top that feeling. Aurora suggests maybe her wedding day.
Sweet.
But then Brianna, Robyn's other daughter, jumps in and apparently very forcefully agrees, saying Aurora will marry someone who makes her feel good.
Okay, and the tone was pointed.
Yeah, the commentator was really surprised. So Brianna seemed way more assertive than usual, and it felt like the comment was aimed right at Kody.
Whoa. What was Robin's reaction?
Just cackled, apparently.
Strange reaction. And Kody?
Kody then pivots to saying how much the children adore Robyn.
Interesting deflection. And didn't this lead to talk about soulmates?
Yeah, Kody brought up how he used to mock the term soulmate.
He did.
And Robyn confirmed it, yeah. Said she only used it once and it was a mistake.
Huh. But haven't they kind of leaned into that narrative more recently?
That's exactly what the commentator implies. The reaction was pure sarcasm, like, oh, really? A mistake, highlighting the inconsistency.
It really feels like the masks are slipping a bit, maybe?
Yeah.
From the kids, too?
It certainly seems like we're getting less filtered views now. Okay, another thing. Janelle's new property.
Right, in North Carolina. She's looking at land.
Yeah, she's touring it with Christine, David, Maddie, and Caleb.
Family outing.
And Janelle's pretty happy about it, comparing it very favorably to Coyote Pass. The land they still haven't built on.
Ah, the infamous Coyote Pass. So she feels this new place has more potential.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But the commentator throws in a word of caution,
No.
just reminding everyone that Janelle bought land in Flagstaff a year ago, and not much happened there either. So maybe don't count chickens before they hatch.
Fair point. Progress takes time.
Yeah.
And wasn't there something ironic about permits?
Yeah. Maddie mentions her own project is held up waiting for permits.
Which is exactly what Kody always said about Coyote Pass.
The great irony. Bureaucracy gets everyone, I guess.
Seems like it. Okay, so looking ahead, the episode teased some future stuff.
Yeah, a couple of things. One is a meeting planned between Janelle and Mary back at Coyote Pass.
Ooh, what about...
To discuss the future of the property, it seems. And Mary apparently expresses fear about what Kody might do.
High-stakes conversation, sounds like.
For sure. And the other tease is a Kody and Robyn date night,
Okay.
where Robyn apparently voices insecurity, asking Kody if she's enough for him, considering he used to have multiple wives?
That's a vulnerable question. How does Kody respond?
Dismisses it as a loaded question.
Oh, not exactly reassuring, is it?
Not really. Doesn't sound like a very productive discussion.
Yeah, it really feels like, as the commentator concluded, Mary, Janelle, and Christine are, in their own ways, forcing some accountability now.
Yeah, that's a big takeaway here. There's distance, but there's also this growing sense from the former wives of speaking their truth, talking about the favoritism, the communication issues.
The different ways they all saw the same history.
Yeah, exactly. The contrast in their experiences is really stark when you lay it all out.
Definitely some aha moments, like you said, seeing those contrasts. It really hits home how complex that life was and how leaving changes everything.
Absolutely. And hopefully this deep dive gives you that concentrated insight, the
Mhm.
key moments and the feelings behind them without needing the full episode time.
Right. So, the final thought then. Considering everything we've just unpacked, the history, the resentment, the different paths, what does the future hold? Especially for Kody and Robyn.
And maybe more importantly, what does fulfillment even look like now for all these individuals who shared this really unique life for so long and are now trying to figure things out separately?
Yeah. How do you redefine happiness after all that? Definitely something to chew on. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.